Hello, everybody. Hopefully, we can see me. Drop in the chat if I am updating. I always like to make sure I am. And you guys are always so good about letting me know how the levels are. So, as we continue, please let me know about the levels. Folks, hello. Drop in the chat. I see a lot of you guys are chit-chatting in there, but I haven't read all of them. New ones are coming in. Yes, Kate knows. Thank you for letting me know. Let me know if it's your first time in the chat or if you have been here before. Let's see. Who are my newcomers? Who are my firsties? As we wait for those to come in, I just want to set some ground rules and expectations for what's going to be happening in here. First off, my name's Lillian Francis. I'm a music producer and educator. I've been working in Ableton for about 10 years now. I'm also a mixing engineer, and I know that one of the hard parts about being a music producer is having to do it all by yourself in your own little world. Oh, we got some first timers. Okay, cool. And third time, first time. Yes. Okay, welcome Lee, welcome Androck, welcome Iskander. Welcome, Phil. Nervous? Please, you don't have to be nervous about anything. Lil Mighty is back. Josh Comedy is back. Awesome. Okay, fabulous. Hey, Alexis, I do read the comments, but I read them when I can, and I try not to get too distracted by them. Anyways, the point is that we spend a lot of time working on music by ourselves, and oftentimes we can start a track, get stoked on them, and then lose steam on it. So the goal of these little meetup sessions is to help you guys bring tracks that you're losing steam on, that you need some encouragement with, that you need some help with, that you have questions, or anything that you just are excited to share about. We are working on the idea to action to finishing to releasing pipeline. So I'm stoked that we have so many people sharing today. If you have not already, you can go ahead and submit your song. This is our Boombox account. If you guys are not familiar with Boombox.io, they are awesome, and they allow me to put on these events. They are a platform for streaming and for collaboration and playlisting and polling and distribution. They have a lot of shit. I haven't actually even begun to explore all of it, but I use it for this purpose, and it is very instrumental to what I do here and being able to listen to your guys' song. So we're going to start out by adding about 5 songs to our playlist. So please drop in the chat, what is the name of your songs? I will add the first 5 onto our queue. Things to keep in mind. You guys are good vibes o'clock, but just a reminder, this is fully good vibes. We are only here to support and encourage one another. That being said, constructive criticism is of course welcome. So any kind of encouragement or constructive criticism or feedback you have, put it in the chat. Let's chit chat. That's numero uno, I want to say. Number 2, we're going to be making a playlist for today. So if you really like this song, go ahead and comment PL in the chat. And if we get enough, or if I like it enough, then we'll playlist it. And number 3, just how this works. You submit your songs. I listen to about 5 at a time, and then I will ask again who's here, and then whoever's here drops their songs in the chat, and then we will re-up the queue. So it looks like we got some submissions here. The first one that I have is Keatnos with Orchestra Thing Master, which let's go ahead and refresh this. Orchestral. And let's do this. Are we sure it's called Orchestral Thing Master? Oh, yep, there it is. I just don't know where O is in the alphabet, but today is as good as any to learn. Add to the queue. Not yet. Next one we have Steven Parker's. Yay. Hi, welcome, Steven. Yes, remember from last time. Everyone else, good evening. Oh, sorry, that's not the name of the song. But good evening. Okay, Lil Mighty has Pieces. Let's throw that on. Stephen D'Antoni, we have Soul Eater, and there we are. Awesome. Add to queue. And next time we have Androck with Ready or Not. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R. Did you save it under something else? Make sure that you drop in the chat exactly the name of it, how you uploaded it, or else I don't know which one it is. For Androx ready or not. Oh, it's one dot ready or not. Okay, add to the queue, and we'll get one more. Josh has baseband. Yeah, let's go. All right, and we're gonna turn that up. I can turn myself up a little bit. Okay, let's hop right on in. So our first things first, we have Kino's orchestra thing master. That's close in. Ooh. Ah. Okay. Yeah, this is a vibe. Whoa. Ooh, okay. This is like giving video games. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, it's full last track. I like the space created here. Drum sounding tight. absolute banger. Thank you, Keynotes, for submitting this track. I love the comments. I feel like people are diggity down with that one. I really like the arrangement. Someone said the arrangement is really nice. Yeah, the way like it was just movement the whole time, going up, down, new sounds, old sounds leaving, just a really well structured track and a great vibe and a cool melody. The only thing I would say for this is just mainly from like a mastering perspective, or sorry, from a mixing perspective. I see it's mastered. I always hate to give like mixing feedback on something that's already mastered because it's kind of just like, ugh. But I just think we could do to lighten up the frequencies of some of these sounds. Like, I think it's just a bit too many mid and highs in this guy, and I think a little bit of EQ go a long way to just help every single sound get its own place in the stereo mixing field, right? When we are mixing, we are deciding where every sound goes. Does it go to the left, to the right? Does it go up or down? Does it go in front or in back? And is it narrow and is it wide? And then we have different tools to place those sounds in those different areas, right? We have EQ and pitch to make a sound up and down. We can use our pan pots to make a sound to the left or the right. We can use mono and stereo capabilities to make a sound narrow or wide. And we can use volume and compression and reverb and delay to make a sound up front and in back. All that to be said, I think that we could fit all the sounds in here a little bit better and get them all to lock in a little bit better. And then I think it's going to be great. But stoked on this one. Thank you for, submitting such a banger. All right, let's move on to our next one, which is Pieces. Oh, and also I love hearing more about these songs. So if I'm playing your song, please drop in the comment about what is... why blah, blah, blah. Give me some deets about it, what you made it in, how you produced the synth, the drums, whatever. And whose track was this? Pieces by the Little Mighty. Okay, fuck yeah. Have we listened to this before? I feel like I remember this. Wow, I am so happy to hear this one again. I remembered it when the drop hit. I was like, oh yeah, we've heard this one before. And yeah, I can definitely hear like the changes you made. Sounds like you added a second drop to it. So good. I absolutely love this one. I threw it on the playlist, which also reminds me I wanted to put the first one we listened to on the playlist, which was Orchestral Thing. Definitely that's a playlist add. Also heads up, I'm going to be sharing the playlist afterwards on our Discord, and the link to the Discord, come hang out, come chat, is in the description of this YouTube video. So if you want to get access to that, go ahead and check it out. And I'll also email it out afterwards if I have your email, which I may or may not. Okay, as I was saying about Pieces, absolute fucking banger. Yeah, just really cool, really well done, great soundscapes. Zero comments in regards to like any of the arrangement or anything. The only thing would be I would love to get the vocals just a little bit more separated from the rest of the mix. They're just a little bit getting eaten by the synths and the reverb and stuff. And actually, I'm curious, I don't know if you wrote this. I'm curious about the vocals because the vocals sound so good, so fire. But I'm wondering if you are the one who recorded it, and if you are, in the future, harmonies, doubles, backups, I think that's like the last thing that would really take this to like the next level, is just more layering with your vocals, more harmonies, and just, yeah, more vocal production. But otherwise, an absolute banger. Okay, the next song that we have, so thank you so much for sending that, the Lil Mighty. Fucking yeah. Okay, the next one that we have here is Soul Eater. And who did Soul Eater? Steven D'Antoni. Let's get it.
Rip out my soul eater, tear my flesh in two. Rip out my heart and weigh it.
Ooh, honestly, that vibe at the end, this vibe, great vibe. I almost feel like the vocals like kind of find themselves at this section here. Like I like this big sound. I don't know, that's kind of, I like the way the vocals are sounding there. Okay, fuck yeah, dude. One, anybody like curious about like what genres I'm listening to? Everything, whatever you're working on. Ideally, it works in progress so that the feedback that I give you could be actually useful instead of something that you just released. But it's still down to, you know, give feedback on whatever. Really like this, really cool. The only things I would honestly say just to improve it would be the vocal mixing. First off, the volume is a little low. Let's bring it up some more. Like, I can hear that guitar so loud in my left, but then the vocals are so far back. So let's bring that vocal further up and push that guitar that's popping off most of the track, pushing it back. It's a little bit too loud. And then there's some kind of a high-end exciter on this, whether that be, I don't know if you're using like fresh air or something else that's just giving it a lot of vocal sizzle. And you can hear this especially during the chorus. And it just sounds like crinkly and like crackly in a way that is too much. So I would bring that down. But other than that, I think it sounds really good. And I'm stoked on this one. So thank you so much for sharing. Fabulous. Okay, next up we have Ready or Not by Androck. Let's give this one a listen. Ooh.
Ready or not. Ready or not. Yeah. Give what I got to others a little, to some it's a lot. My feelings are ready or not. But hiding it out, but I'm ready to stop. Using the key on the lock. Yeah. Open sesame, I just see what I sought. Everything's here in the shot. Don't wanna be blue, that's a line about cops. This for my mom and my pops. And two younger brothers, without them I'm lost. On our way up to the top. My beautiful wife has been more than a rock when everything seemed like it swapped. My music career, she would not let it drop. She would not let it drop. She would not let it drop. And I know it's the best thing for me right now. Still same and I won't change, making you proud. It's a new day and a new way. Gotta get loud. How we go. Give what I got to others a little, to some it's a lot. My feelings are ready or not. But hiding it out, but I'm ready to stop. Using the key on the lock. Open sesame, I just see what I sought. Everything's here in the shop. Don't wanna be blue, that's a line about cops. Yeah, okay. Finishing up, so just save me a plate. Hating on waiting, I'm making them late. Reflecting on versions I left in the wake. Out of the frying pan into the fray. I'm letting them speak, they have made me this way. Housing them all, I'm not leaving astray. We make up that person you're seeing today. Give what I got to others a little, to some it's a lot. My feelings are ready or not. But hiding it all, but I'm ready to stop. Using the key on the lock. Open sesame, I just see what I sought. Everything's here in the shot. Don't wanna be blue, that's a line about cops. Yeah. Ready or not. Ready or not.
Wow, cool. This was a hot one. Oh, I'm also just realizing I want to add this one to the playlist, and I also want to add the last one to the playlist. I get like so stoked on them, they forget about the playlist. For Ready or Not was Soul Eater, and this one was hot too. Let's add this to the playlist. Add to the existing playlist. You guys are on fire today. Fuck. Yeah, dude, this is a sick song. In terms of the reason I asked about the microphone, is because something isn't sitting. Well, first off, let me start with this is a fucking awesome vibe. Really good. You're using only sounds that are necessary for the song without adding anything else. So I like that it's a little sparse, but it's not empty. It's just concentrated. You're only giving us the best stuff, which I love and I appreciate. Something about this one, though, that's sitting a little bit off with me is I can't quite pinpoint the vocals.
To others a little, to some it's a lot.
Your setup sounds expensive, so I feel like it's not a mic situation. I don't know if it's a mic placement or like the processing, but there's something about it. Let me see if I can just identify what I'm talking about.
Give what I got to others a little, to some it's a lot. My feelings are ready or not. But hiding it out, but I'm ready to stop. Using the key on the lock. Open says me, I just see what I sought. Everything's here in the shot. Don't wanna be blue, that's a line about cops. This for my mom and my pops. And two younger brothers, without them I'm lost. On our way up to the top. My beautiful wife.
You know what? I'm actually not hearing it necessarily as much as when I first started, so I'm having trouble pinpointing what exactly about those vocals I want differently. I will say they sound a little bit off to the left, and I don't know if that's my monitor placement, which it totally could be, but I'm hearing them off a little bit to the left. Okay, once I can better identify what I'm hearing with those vocals, then I'll come back in with it. Let me know if anybody else is hearing. Maybe it's that the vocals are really in mono. Maybe a little bit more width in the vocals sound. Maybe a little 1K. Yeah, okay, it sounds like we're all hearing something, but a little bit unable to place that. If anybody can place it, please do let me know. But otherwise, super hot song. Definitely get this one finished and release it ASAP. And when it's released, please do let us know. Fuck yeah. Thank you for sharing. All right, next up we got the bass band. And who did bass band? I can't remember. It's kind of... Oh, Josh Comedy did bass band. Awesome. Let's give it a listen. And then after this, we'll take another... pull for more cues, more ask for songs to add to the queue. All right, here's a bass band. Oh, motherfucker, I was muted. I'm like trying to remember to mute my mic while I'm listening to your guys' tracks, because even though this is a dynamic mic, and it actually even, yeah, it's still picking up this mic. I don't know where it's being tapped. I need to figure out how to not have them be both playing at the same time. Anyway, so thank you for pointing it out if I accidentally muted myself, because I'm just trying to remember to mute this microphone when the other thing is playing. Anyways, what I was saying is that I remember a couple weeks ago you submitted a song and my feedback to it was it sounds a little too loop heavy and you need to work on the arrangement, and I feel like this is a definite improvement, so yay, we love to hear that. Also, weird thing with the microphone is even if I don't know where it's picking up on my signal, even if I turn down my monitor all the way to being mute, it's still picking up my vocal, and it's also picking up the song. Which I don't fully understand. I don't get it. But I like having the monitor up because then people on Instagram can hear what we're working on, because I'm live on Instagram as well. Anyways, I'll figure this out another time. All that aside, just to say that I do think you did a better job with creating more distinction between different like parts. And I think I just like the overall like melodies of the guitar. It's like giving very surf vibe, and I'm curious what your guitar chain is, because I think the guitars could have a better tone to them. And Alexis says, oh no, she's going on a tangent. Muting during helps. Definitely plan to remember to unmute though. Yeah, LOL. I gotta figure this out. Yeah, anyways, I like that better. I think in terms of the guitar chain, you could definitely use a little bit more space, maybe a little bit of like a little reverb, a little bit of delay on a parallel chain so it's not drowning out your actual guitar, I think could be very helpful. Also, creating multiple guitar parts that are playing the exact same thing, panning one to the left and one to the right, and then you're getting a nice width for your guitars without having to add fake width, like with some kind of a stereoizer, and it's just going to fill out the track way more because there's a lot of room in this track, and I don't think it needs more melodies, but it just needs to be filled out more. So it would definitely work on those two things. Good work with this one though, and thank you so much for submitting it. All right guys, we are ready for another round of songs, so go ahead if you're in the chat. Let me know what the name of your song is, and we will start adding them to the queue. We're going to take 5 more to add to the queue. I'm going to refresh Edisha One, who has a song for us. All right. Lee says Glory V5. I'm assuming that's the name of a song. Okay, fabulous. Let's go ahead and add that to the queue. Next one up. Next one up is We'll Make It One Day. And I know we're like, listen, we have a lot today, which is great, and I love to hear it. We're going to try to get through all of them, and I know I could just listen to people's songs less and give less detailed feedback. So let me know, I guess, which one you guys would rather. Me listen to more songs and give less feedback, or give really like detailed, like focused feedback, because I want to give you guys everything. It's just going to take a little bit longer, and we're only here till 4. But we're going to get through as many as I can. Okay, We'll Be Here One Day. Got it, by Alexis. Steven says F chords 33. Add to queue. Lethal is Lethal. She's just my type. Fabulous. And Golden Chains. Is that... Where's my Golden Chains? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Golden Chains. Add to queue. ¿Cuántos tenemos on el queue? Nice, we have 5 on the queue. And then we'll add more. All right, next up we have Glory. Let's give it a listen by Lee.
Only hang-ups will
Lillian. Thanks, Lee. This is such a good vibe. Vibes are very strong here. Melodies are great here. Most of the shit here is just mixing. I really think you have a really good core here, and we can just continue to make it bigger and expand it. Let me look at any of my notes. Okay, one, this distorted guitar right at the beginning. I think we just introduce it slower, right? We're always trying to figure out how we can tell a story with our song. So instead of throwing everything at the beginning, it's like, okay, what can we introduce here? And then when can we bring something else in later, right? It's all about kind of just being really intentional about when it comes in and how that helps to tell our story. So I would wait to bring in the electric guitar until, I think you have it here for the chorus. And then honestly, look what you, like a nice little like hit there would also be nice. And then in general, more mixing notes for this, it's pretty sparse. So I'd love to hear those guitars come up more. Would love to hear the vocals come up more. It just feels like there's not a lot of power behind most of the sounds we're hearing here. And things that can help. When I talk about power, I mean, I wish everything was like a little bit bigger. I wish your vocals were a little bigger. I wish the drums were a little bit bigger. I wish the bass was a little bit, was there a bass? Maybe that's also an issue. Everything was just a little bit bigger. Ways that we can make a sound bigger. We can either make a sound bigger by turning up the volume. That makes it closer. We can make a sound bigger by widening it. That makes it a little bit thicker on the width side. We can make a sound bigger by adding a little bit of reverb. This gives it a little bit of depth, or adding a little bit of delay, giving it a little bit of depth. So yeah, left, right, up, down. We can also make a sound higher by adding more frequencies to it, like saturation, etc. So think of these things when you are mixing your sounds here. Just higher up vocal, more parallel processing. Would love to get some delay and some reverb on some parallel tracks for that vocal, and then it's going to be so much bigger. Let me check out the comments if there's anything else here. Yeah, fabulous. Honestly, I would fucking love to mix this one. This is a really fun one. Oh yeah, guys, if you're ever interested in getting a song mixed by me, I do mixing. If you're learning how to mix yourself, I have a lot of resources on my YouTube. If you just Google Lillian Francis or YouTube Lillian Francis, and then you go to my playlists, I have a full mixing playlist, and I have a lot of information there about how to mix. So I go over a lot of this stuff in more details if you're interested. And also I do one-on-one classes. So if anybody is more interested in what I have to say about this, holler at me and we can set something up. But otherwise, great work on this. Definitely finish this one up and release it. All right, up next we have We'll Make It One Day by Alexis. Alexis, drop in the chat with any information, how you made it, what you're using, etc. Aw, Jesus fucking Christ. That mute thing is gonna fucking kill me. Okay, well, anyways, what I was saying, obviously, you just started this one, and I'm stoked on it. Really good vibe, really fun. It's almost giving, like, Pink Pantheress. Yeah, I don't have any notes on this because I think you're off to a great start, and I would just keep poking at this and having fun with it. And when you're closer and have it like more finished, definitely come back and we will talk about any things that need changing. But so far, stoked on this and stoked for you. Okay, fabulous. Let's go on to our next. We have Lethals. She's just my type. All right, let's get it.
Ear goggles. See the world through the eyes of a drunk. Wow! You're charming and handsome. What did you say, Aunt Selma? I said take off those damn glasses.
Body so T, almost thought she was British. I'm trying to oil the shit up and no did it. With the bitch out and bust all in her titties. I turn her back over, get straight back to business. I bust them back at it, I don't need them. Man, and we ran out the round, I'm still standing up in it. I'm drunk, all these drinking, she give me replenished. Got her bustin' plenty for I ain't finished. Why body cat, I'm cutting up, got her down with. She never roll if I smoke, she get high with. Put the shit on so we step, she get fly with. Finna take 5 shit, I don't know I get wild. Soon as we get out the drink, bust it down. Soon I touch the mic, they like damn, you on fire with. Keep my fire on me, make sure they won't try with. Ride around with me, I'm God, I'm slide with. Street bacon, chicken, dirty rice, out of games. Bad big cooking and thong look delicious. She just my type, big ass, big titties. We ain't cooking with Kyle, we cook with these benches. Cool as a bitch, if it's up, I'm a menace. 5K on one chain, it's a tennis. Walk out the grill, I'ma go and hit the dentist. Delete your plug number, baby, cause I got plenty.
Guess who remembered to unmute herself? Also, Steven, thank you for pointing out that I skipped F chords. I will play that one next. So thank you for noting that. Wouldn't want to miss it. Again, Lethal coming in with the hot fire. Total banger as verified on the chat. Before I forget, let's give this one to the playlist. Fabulous. Yeah, dude, this is hyphy. Really chill, good energy, great production. Another example of like just enough and nothing more. These little piano guys. That's a great tag. If anything, would love that to come up a little bit more and have that be a little bit more central actually to the track and to like the hook. Because I feel like that's actually one of the hookiest things about this song. In terms of improving it, one thing I was just hearing is like, oh, it'd be so cool if you were like a whispering rap track on the left and right, but like pulled down. That's just like the kind of like, like kind of whispery energy that I'm feeling for this. I think that could be pretty cool. And then the only other thing is just from a vocal mixing perspective, the vocals sound great. I think they're just getting a little bit masked by the other sounds.
They like damn, you on fire with. Keep my fire on me, make sure they won't try with. Ride around with me, I'm God, I'm slide with. Street bacon, chicken, dirty rice, out of games. Bad big cooking and thong look delicious. She just my type, big ass, big titties. We ain't cooking with Kyle, we cook with these benches. Cool as a bitch, if it's up, I'm a menace. Like,
Your tone is low, and I think it's just competing with too many other sounds, but your vocal is the most important, so your vocal gets to boss around everything else. Instead of necessarily EQing your vocal, I would go to the other sounds, tell them to get the fuck out of where your vocal is. No, but I would, the kick, I feel like it's actually even competing a little bit with your vocal, and some of the other sounds that have their fundamental frequencies in that low, like 150 to 400 range. I think that's actually what's competing with your vocals the most. Maybe, so anyway, so a little bit of dipping from other instruments in that zone, and also maybe a little bit more of high-end excitement, maybe a touch bit more volume, and a little saturation would do wonders for that vocal. But otherwise, sounding super hot. Way to go on that one. Baked chicken. Sticky. Okay, fuck yeah. We're gonna back up if it'll let me. F chords. Okay, F chords by Dark Dream. We're going to pop on to this one next, and this was by Steven. Okay, fabulous. Let's give it a listen. Haha, dude, fuck yeah. That is a wild song. That is truly wild. We're gonna add that bad boy to the playlist for sure. You guys are on fire today. Let's see what I have to say about this song. Just really interesting throughout. Very dynamic. Sounds very layered. Really cool. Let's think about things that I might want to do differently. I think just like right here, I almost want the energy to drop. Right here. I think if you actually did a breakdown there, basically with the same elements you have, like you don't have to add anything, but if you just reimagine a little bit to have more of like a breakdown here, I think that would be a really nice place to let us like, whoo, take a little bit of a break because it's very eccentric. There's a lot for our minds to listen to. So I think taking a little catch up right there, and then you're building it back up, and we have all these like really fucking wonky shit happening over here. Which I love, but I think that's going to hit harder if we break it down here first. So that's the only thing really here is I just think you could use a breakdown there. But otherwise, really cool song. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Almost has Polyphia vibes at time. Is that, whose band is that? Is that the guy who does the Ableton podcast? The Lil Mighty, ? Okay, fabulous. Next up, we have Golden Chains. And who did Golden Chains? If it's yours, let me know. Because the chat is lengthy. I can't find it. Okay, let's give Golden Chains a listen.
Complimentary means the bells and whistles all come for free, made from shiny bits and bobs and pleasantries. It'll take away the pain. Your life would never be the same if you take my golden chain, golden chain, golden chain. I have devised an idealized version of myself that I despise, and I can't quite reckon why it doesn't come naturally to me. I got the pretense in the third degree, but maybe just my insecurity. But I would take it any day, as long as I can stay with my golden chain. Golden chains, golden chains, golden chains. Christ himself did decry to put the rich man through the needle line. 40 days and 40 nights in the hot desert, not a drink inside. And what did he decide? Putting peace and love deep inside. But we never learned a thing. Oh, we'll take it to the grave. We'll always be a slave of these golden chain, oh chain, oh these chains, chains.
Oh, dude, hell yeah. EJ, thank you so much for submitting this. And I love to see different songs at different stages. So stoked to have this very raw, very open for interpretation song. I think your next step, and I know you were looking for just kind of ideas on where to develop the song out. I think your best bet is to get an even better, not even a demo, it's just to get this, all of this in its best possible version, and then you're gonna hear what you're missing. So one, I kind of put notes in here, but one, I would re-record all your instruments. I would re-record them and I would try to re-record them better. For example, no clipping. I could hear this mainly on your vocal where you're getting louder or too loud at certain points. So bringing down your mic gain so that you're not clipping. When you're recording your vocals in, you want to be peaking between like -12, negative like 20 to -10 around. It gives you space to be louder and, you know, surpass that without clipping. So one, I would re-record. Two, it doesn't sound like you have a super soundproof space. If that's not the case, then instead of trying to mic it, I would just plug it directly in if you can't. But third option, if you really don't have a good place in like a good studio recording setup, then ask a friend who has a studio and see if you can't go over there and record the vocals and the guitar at their house. And record it to a metronome. And once you have all of that, once you have the song, the guitar and the metronome and the banjo and the vocals and whatever other sounds you want in there, then you're going to be able to look at it and identify what's missing. Because at this point, it's hard to tell what's missing because we don't have a crisp, clean, clear, nice version of this. But it's sounding like a lot of potential right now. Let me check out the chit chat. Oh, yay! Okay, we got Levi in the chat. What's up, Levi? If you guys don't know his channel, he is one of my favorite YouTube channels, you guys, and he breaks down music. It breaks down music of all sorts. But anyways, I knew Levi from YouTube. I watched, oh my God, he made this like 45-minute breakdown video of I'm looking for a man in finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes. He made a whole breakdown on Where the One Is, that song. And I thought it was actually one of the best YouTube videos I've ever seen in my entire life. And then like maybe 6 months later, he came and tuned my piano. And like halfway through tuning the piano, I was like, wait, I swear to God, I know you. And we talked more and I was like, oh my God, you're the guy from YouTube. So anyways, if you guys don't know Levi's channel, you have to check it out. Okay, any other things about this song? People say we like the vibe, you give it some space, do your own thing, love the song. Okay, great. And you guys got some good ideas there. You guys are wonderful. Okay, fabulous. I think that might be the end of our queue. So our queue is empty. We are ready for another round of 5 songs. So if you have a song and it's uploaded, go ahead and put the name of your song in the chat. I know, isn't that so funny? I love that. Okay. Next up, we have Kilcon's Kill Evil, Kilcon X Light, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Every time I need to think of like where a letter is in the alphabet, I have to start from E. Okay. Or sorry, I have to start from A and then work my way down. Add to Q. Okay. We got Days Left Behind. We got In Arrears Streaming Master. Yas. We have Perfect Shine First Demo. And I think we have room for Uno Mas. Wizard Blood. Ready for the Fight. Add to queue. Okay, fabulous. Let's listen to these now. Next up, we got Evil by Kill Cohen. Start over. Start over.
Hit the block level 4, nigga dead. He would talk too much in the cell. What he said, I got pay-per-view, hit him with lead. Love to buy how the blicky be singing that nigga. That switch, he'll put you to bed. Before you play, I go eat a spread. Send his ass to the dog, but they pouring the med. I'll get dropped, I'ma do my little dance. We posted, father some deep in the land. My bitch, she booty, she won't eat the man. But you finna sew what I whip out these pants. The mirror's too tight, gotta switch up the brand. Unclear the jacket, what can on the tag? I been having shit, why the fuck I'ma brag? You not having shit, still buck on your ass.
Drop a bag on his head and his story finish? Damn, that's a savage fucking line, bro. Dude, this is tight. This is great. I think it's really well mixed. I don't really have a lot of feedback, to be honest. I think this is a hot song. I'm curious if you're gonna add more vocals. I kind of like this scarcity where it's like, oh, we're listening to like a sick beat and then we're coming in with like a sick rap. I love that. So I'm not even like saying I would even fill up this guy. I will say I don't think it has a hook. I don't think this is something that would necessarily get stuck in my head. It's more like a vibe and an energy, and like I can see myself listening to this as I'm like doing whatever the fuck. If you want it to be really hooky though, and that is the intention, then I would add in a chorus or i.e. a hook where you have all that space. But great production. I asked if you this was Kilcullen's. You said vocal acapellas, but you didn't let me know how you made your drums or where they came from, because the drums sound really good and super clean. Stephen Wall. Yeah, Stephen. The song sounded like it was playing in another room or something, and then out of nowhere it got clear. I heard it in an earlier song too. That is me remembering to mute my mic and doing it late. So if you hear that, that's why. Sick. Anyways, stoked on this one. Really cool. Thank you so much for submitting that. And that's definitely going to go on to our existing playlist. Okay, fabulous. Next up, we have In Arrears. And this is by... Comment below if it is you. This is... Alan, but also, did we skip over Days Left Behind? Where was that in the chat? Days Left Behind. I thought I added that, but I'm not seeing it there. So sorry if it got taken out. And also I'm seeing the Perfect Shine demo is the wrong one. Perfect Shine first demo is a slightly correct one. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back to our live stream. We're going to add... Which one did you say it was? Perfect Shine first demo. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. There we go. See, I'm not kidding, guys. I really do have to start from A. We're going to add that to the queue. And then the other one that I thought was Days Left Behind. I don't know. I don't get the queue on this thing. Okay, we're going to add that to the queue. For now, we're going to listen to A Reversed Streaming. That is a hard word to pronounce. That's fighting words. Okay.
It's a promise given to me, to be honest. Take it from me. We get all this. See it on the screen. It's a mall now. sign of the times, it's a cash cow. Sign on the line, will it fall down? Leap of faith. So I wrote a love letter and took a loan in the bank. I'm a go-getter, it's gonna go great, and it won't matter, cause I know tomorrow get paid. You think I know better, but I won't admit defeat. It's too much, the haters are saying to me, hell no, I gotta get that thing. Name a price, talk is cheap. I want the life that's promised to me. Gotta get that thing. Name a price, talk is cheap. I want the life I've seen on and after all, the cost is clear. I'll pay it back, but all in real. Hey guys, you want a free lunch? It's all good, it don't cost too much. It's on me, in God we trust. Getting ice cream delivered by plane on us. And they say don't need your heroes, but I'ma need a cover for 4 or 5 zeros. And I know you got plans for it, but I'm good for it. Yeah, and I know what a mile feel like, but I'ma glide to that millionaire life. I don't know what the problem is, bro. Can you put me on? And I'll be the feed desire. So I need some funds to multiply. I don't know the reason I can't beat the feeling that I need it now. And after I'll pay it back and all deserve across out there and pay it back. And all I'll pay you back in arrears.
All right. Fuck yeah, dude. Listening to this track, I think you submitted one last week or 2 weeks ago. Didn't you? This was Alan's. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think this is great. Let's see. I put a lot of feedback just here. I like the vocals. I think they're really upfront. Just I think they could be pushed a little bit further back, especially like at the beginning. They're so much louder than everything else.
It's a mall now, sign of the times, it's a cash cow, sign on the line.
Which is fine. It sounds more like in place when this hits. But even there, the vocals are significantly more forward than everything else, even the harmonies. So I would just love to push that vocal just a little bit further back, or I guess further back is for you guys. And then it'll just mesh better with the harmonies, beautiful harmonies. Yeah, so that's one thing. And then another thing throughout the track was drum consistency. It's a very like toy drum. It's not really hitting. It's more kind of like a flop, flop, flop. Not in a bad way. The way I describe that makes it sound like bad, but it's just it's just a choice. It's just a songwriting choice. It's very like kind of more on the high end than the thumb, right? More kind of clicky. So I might want a little bit more energy, honestly, in my kick. But I would just kind of want in general more consistency in the drums throughout, because like once you get here, and even like here, the drum is like the kick is so buried that I think she can definitely come up further, be a little bit more powerful. And like in this area, I think we have like a different snare. Oh. Well, I guess you didn't even have a snare up here. But like, I'm not really even hearing the snare here. Like that crashing sound, I think that's fine layered in, but I would probably take out a lot of that low end, and I would also layer that with a snare that hits more. So to wrap it all up, I would just reevaluate a little bit the sounds that you're using for your drums and making sure you have more consistency, especially in the levels throughout, bringing down the vocals a little bit. And then there's certain sections where I think you can fill it in and make it thicker and bigger with some more like pads and synths and things like that. But I pointed out here where I think you could have those. But thank you so much for submitting this. Hell yeah. Next up, we have Perfect Shine. First, a demo.
You've been kinda quiet and say what's going wrong. I don't wanna see you, but hear you no more. If you're gonna go, make sure you lock the door. I don't wanna wander out deep in the night. The come inside a storm, the beauty of a thorn, the perfect shine, oh the perfect shine. If you don't wanna save it, tell me now. If you don't wanna be here, turn around and I'll watch you go, watch you go, find another storm. Are you even here now? What would even change? Like a stranger when the party ends. They come inside a storm, the beauty of a thorn, the perfect shine, oh the perfect shine. If you don't wanna save it, tell me now. If you don't wanna be here, turn around and I'll watch you go, watch you go, find another storm. Maybe it was me, maybe I just rode out too far. Maybe if I crash, I won't have to face you alone. If you don't wanna save it, tell me now. If you don't wanna be here, turn around and I'll watch you go, watch you go. If you don't wanna save it, tell me now. If you don't wanna be here, turn around and I'll watch you go, watch you go, find another storm, find another storm.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Thank you for submitting this one. I think you've got a lot of the bare bones on this one are sounding good and like a really nice skeleton kind of to start with. I think it's just about filling it in from now on. So one, with the vocals, I definitely get some pitch correction here. I like Waves Real Time. I'm technically an affiliate for them, so I have an affiliate license somewhere. I'll drop that in the chat at some point. Or not an affiliate license. I have an affiliate link for that I'll send off. Or just Ableton's. If you're working in Ableton 12.3 has Auto Shift, which is the pitch correction plugin in Ableton. So I'd suggest checking that out. And vocals just need to be spiced up. If you would like, this actually might be really helpful for you. I have a vocal mixing chain. Francis vocal mixing. One, I have a series on how to process vocals. I would definitely suggest watching because I break it down. This is a 2-part series. One, all about stereo processing on your vocals, and then 2, all about parallel processing on your vocals. Would highly suggest watching this. It's going to get your vocal sounding a lot more crisp, clean, and also big and spacious with a lot of that parallel processing with delay and reverb. And I also have, you might like this simple vocal chain right here. This is a really good one. I'll actually put the link to download this. I use this vocal chain all the time, especially if I'm doing just like quick mixes. Are we not going to let me? There we go. Okay, cool. That was Phil's track. Yeah, fuck yeah. Other things I want to say about this. Oh, I think it could use a bass at some point. Let's get a good bass coming in here, filling out that low end. There's a lot of pockets of frequency where we don't have anything happening, and filling it up with more sounds, but sounds that spark joy, not sounds just to take up space, sounds that specifically we like and are invited to the party. So I think I mentioned at one point the bass, and then also just some percussive layers, and you have a pretty, just like a kick snare happening throughout the entire thing. But one way to announce different sections between your verse and your chorus, etc., is to have different rhythmic energies. So I would either suggest programming in your own, or there are plenty of good loops out there, good like percussive loops that layering in I think would go a long way. So thank you so much for sharing this, and I hope that was helpful. Hell yeah. Okay, the next one that we have up is Days Left Behind.
Chasing, so I keep coming back to days I've left behind. I can't escape the feeling to the places that we remember. Still chasing, so I keep coming back
Oh, hell yeah, dude. This is it's got such a classic feel to it. I commented it sounds like a little bit like Phineas. I can like totally see him kind of writing something like this. And I think Phineas is a very classic songwriter. So I really like the vibe of this. The main things I have are, what do I say here? Oh, I love your voice. Really beautiful. From mixing perspective, I think just like leveling can be addressed. Like certain areas, some things are a little bit too high, like this white noise. I think that could come down 5 to 10 decibels, honestly. And then I think just the drums, if the drums were more lively, I think it would go a long way, but the drums are a little bit weakened in the back, and therefore it's almost gelling together, but not quite. So ways I think you could bring your drums up more: one serial compression, sending your drums to a return track with a compressor with a really fast release or really fast attack, threshold all the way down, right? You're getting like a really crunch sound. Essentially what you're doing is you're accentuating all that like low level energy. And I mean low level as in low in volume. So like a lot of like the reverb and like a lot of like the texture of the drums. And then you bring that up and mix it in with the entire drum track. So it just gives it like a little bit more aliveness. So one, parallel compression on the drums, and then also a little bit of serial, or not even serial, but a little bit of group saturation, I think would be really nice. So volume, saturation, and compression, I think that'll do wonders. But be careful with your snare, because you have a lot of high end. It's a very sharp snare, which sounds fine at this level, but as you bring up the levels and as that snare gets more in front, it's going to start taking up a lot more dominance. So you might have to even the saturation that you're putting on the group and the volume that you're putting on the group with a little bit of EQ to bring down kind of the highs of that snare. I think that's most of it. And then just a couple other areas where I think you could stand to have even more instruments filling it out, especially during the chorus. But otherwise, definitely get this one wrapped up and out. This is a really good one. I'm going to add that to the playlist. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, I seem to be at the end of this queue, so we're going to take another round, you guys. So if you have not listened to your song and you are in this chat, go ahead and submit the name of your song and I will start to add them onto the queue. And also just you guys taking a moment to say how grateful I am for all of you guys for coming and sharing your songs. Like it's so intimate and vulnerable, and getting to listen to your songs and give feedback that might help in any way is truly a delight and an honor. So thank you for trusting me with it. And thanks for sticking around and listening to everyone else's songs and giving feedback. I love the community we're making here. If you are enjoying hanging out with these folks, you can go ahead and join our Discord. Come and hang out over there, share your songs over there. Let us know about your other projects. The link to that is in the bio. Okay, we got some coming in. Vachan and Jason shared theirs. Oh, I'm sorry, Jason. I feel like I added yours at some point, but it must have been taken over. And then who else? I know Stephen Parker. Let me know if you're still in the chat, because I know you're wanting to listen to one. But let me know if you're still in the chat, and then I'll add you. Okay, so Vachan, let me know which one you want. Effervescent and Hold You Close. We're not going to have time for both, but I'm going to do the first one I see, which is Effervescent. Can't wait to hear it. Woo, fire. Jason, Wizard Blood, let's Feel the Beat in the queue. A, B, C, D, E, F. Where is it? Feel the beat. It's under your name first. No, I actually don't need to download that. Thank you so much. All right, add this to the queue. Tim, gonna make me forget about you. Awesome. Okay. Anyone else in the chat? Yep. here, play Last Goodbyes. Okay, fabulous. Last Goodbyes by Steven. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, A, J, K. I don't really do that in my head. All right, add to the queue. All right, if anybody else still hasn't had their track listened to, drop it now. We got room for one more in this little queue that we're rallying up. And it might be our last queue for the day because we only got like 25 minutes left. But let's make our way through them. Okay, Bachchan's Effervescent. Oh my god, another absolute banger from Bachchan. Fuck yeah, dude. We're gonna add that to the playlist. Fabulous, dude. So fresh, so clean. Drums sound great. Lots of interesting textures and synths. Shout out to Diva. I know lots of you guys have used Diva before. And I have yet to check it out. And this is a good reminder that I have to check it out. The only thing really I'd say for this guy is just, I think the hat's coming in too hot here. that's kind of jumping out at me a bit too much. And then, gosh, I don't think I have really anything else. Oh, I think there's a part in here where I'm like, is there like a way that I could bring up that energy to keep it going? Because it's a total groove in this section here, right? Lots of groove in here. But it doesn't necessarily feel like we're working up towards something bigger. So a couple ideas. One, if there are any sounds in here that we could start off a little bit less wide and then widen out, that could be good. So it's just like manually getting wider. You can also throw a utility on the master and bring down the width to like 70% kind of at the beginning, like right here. And then by the time we break into the next section or the next like drop or whatever, whether that's like probably right around here or something, that's when we bring it all the way to 100. So like going from 70 to 100 between here and here. So it's like starting out less wide and then bringing up the width. Or is there maybe like a white noise riser that could suddenly be getting bigger, or like maybe even like a sawtooth synth, something that's kind of bigger and bigger and bigger? I think that would be nice. But other than this, I think it's super fire. Okay, and I see Willie Beats also submitted his, so we're going to make that the last addition to this queue. Add to queue. Okay, sick, Vachan. Way to go. And yeah, folks are for surezies balling out with it in the chat. So love it. All right, Wizard Blood. Ready for the fight. Let's go. Oh, yeah. That fucking mute. Ugh, almost got me. It's okay, I didn't say anything important. Basically just another fucking hyphy track by Wizard Blood. We love to see it, honestly. Absolute banger. Just great production, super clean, clear, hits hard. Introducing new sounds throughout. The only mixing thing I came up with at the very end, I think just this lead synth that's right in the middle, a little bit of a little bit of bouncing back and forth, I think could sound cool with some panning. A little bit of like honestly random panning I think would sound kind of cool with this, but otherwise this is ready for a video game, for a I don't know, I'm definitely imagining it being paired with something, a chase scene or whatever. But yeah, zero more comments except to say way to go, good job, and release it. Is this a release one? It's definitely ready for release, so I hope you do. Okay, and the next one up, did that one, I think one of them got gobbled up. Which one got gobbled up? Because it went to the next one and then it came back. I want to play that one next because... Which one was it? Let me see. Which one next? And it got skipped. Which one was that? Okay. Effervescent and Hold You Close. Gonna Make Me Forget About You. Okay, that was Tim's. Okay, let's play that next. Gonna Make Me Forget About You. And then we'll get to the rest of the queue. Okay.
She's gonna make me forget about you. Controls these memories. Doing all the little things that you never thought to. She's gonna make me forget about you.
It's gonna take some getting used to. Sweet replies when I try to connect, not reject. Saying all those amazing things that you just couldn't do. He's gonna make me forget about you.
And it's about time
I had some love time
down on me. She's gonna make me forget.
I'll get over you, yeah.
She's gonna make me forget about you. She's gonna take me in a different direction.
Instead of cutting my heart into sections,
Doing all the amazing things.
you couldn't bring yourself to.
She's gonna make me forget about you.
He's gonna make me forget about you.
She's gonna make me forget about you. Yeah.
Oh, fun! Oh my god, this is such a different style, but I think really cool. Like, I think you really like nailed the vibe. It's giving like it's giving Full House is what it's giving for me. What is the step by step, day by day? That's like the reference that's coming up for me on this one. Let's see. In terms of like mixing, I think it's actually really well mixed.
She's gonna make me.
Or at least it sounds very, very mixed in the genre that you're going for. I think I like your vocals, what your vocals are sounding. It's her vocals that I think just need a little bit more EQ, some de-essing. Hers are particularly essy.
It's gonna take some getting used to.
Do you hear that? It's like totally popping out. And I think her vocals pop out a little bit more than yours. It goes from yours to hers. I think because she has a higher frequency, they're just cutting through more. I don't know if it's necessarily a difference in volume, but I would tame that a little bit. I think a little bit of more compression on her vocals will sound good. And then just this like last section. I think that part is just, it sounds a little bit too ringy. It might be the note she's hitting, so this might be a little bit unavoidable, but I might consider re-recording that note. You can kind of hear at the beginning, it's like, yeah, it's a ringy that I actually don't even think is necessarily part of her vocal. That could be having to do with the de-essing. Maybe she just needs a little bit less high end on her vocals in general. But otherwise, I think this is great. Thank you so much for sharing here. And yeah, shredder guitar solo. Was that you? Let us know. Okay, the next guy we got up here is Steven, The Last Goodbyes.
Drape across the kitchen chair, same one you wore the night you kissed me last. I reached inside for change, you left your past, a crumbled note with someone else's name in your hand. Didn't read it twice, didn't need to know. Your silence spoke in volumes I ignored too long. The air's too thick, the truth too strong. I fold that letter shut, end of your song. I'm done drowning in your head roof, done bleeding for a love that's rust. You lit the match, now watch it burn while I walk through fire in return. I'm done crying in the mirror, done playing your sad game of hero. This city's mine beneath these streetlights, and I'm walking out, no last goodbyes. Boxed your boots, your watch, that cheap cologne. Left the jazz records, you never heard their age. Changed the locks before the sun came up. Your shadow's gone and so's the love I mistook for grace. Saw you leaning close to her at the corner bar. Same laugh you gave me when you said forever true. Didn't stop, didn't slow, just walked right through. My spine straight down, skylines
Oh, wait, was that literally Mary J. Blige? Like, is this like an acapella of Mary J. Blige? Like, we all want to know what's the vocalist because the vocals are amazing. What a track. Wonderful, wonderful track. I don't have any notes on the melody or the arrangement or like the sounds. Like, all the sounds are good. The only thing I'm running into against is the mixing and the mastering here. I think just everything is just, maybe it's just mainly like a compression thing. It feels like everything is just super squashed, and it's like an amount of compression that's keeping me from like resonating or like connecting with the song.
Know with someone else's name in your hand. Didn't read it twice, didn't need.
It feels like the only thing that's actually really like coming out and like touching me like a little angel baby is those like little chimes things. They almost sound like they're above the rest of it. But otherwise it's just super compressed. So I would work on the mix and creating more dynamics in the actual mix. Not everything needs to be up front and center, right? We need to pick the things that are most important and put them up front and center. And then after that, just give it a little bit more space to breathe and think a little more about the dynamics between the verse and the chorus. For example, if the chorus comes in and it's a lot bigger and wider than the verse, we like that. So how can we keep the verse maybe a little bit more tucked in, a little bit more shrunk, and then really let the chorus breathe? So I think just the main thing we need here is just more breathing in the track itself. But great job, fabulous. We're big fans over here. Existing playlist. Let's add it to the PL. I created this AI artist. I gave her a name of Miss T. Okay, so this is a song, was an instrumental. Tell us more about that. That's very interesting. Was it an instrumental that you uploaded to like, and then this, like, she was created or something? That's very interesting. Tell us more about that. Iskander, Labonte, good question. I would suggest hopping, either just posting in here what you just did to ask if anybody else wants to collab, but also we have a collab, like a song collaboration channel in the Discord. So if you're not part of the Discord, go ahead and join it and come hang out and post it and share stuff. Would love to see more of you guys in there. All right, our last song is Heat by Willie. So let's give this a listen and then we'll wrap it up. Yeah, fuck yeah. Willie, I'm sorry, I did forget to mute my mic, so if the quality was a little bit worse on that, it was not Willie's fault. That was a me fault. It sounded great. This is a sick fucking beat. I don't really have it sounds like it's not finished. I'm assuming, unless you're selling the beat, well, even if you are like selling this like as a beat or whatever, I'm assuming someone's gonna get on it at some point. And the exact frequencies that are like lacking in these are the exact frequencies that a vocalist would come in and fill right up. So my only suggestion with this is to find a vocalist, record that shit, and I don't know if you want to make it any longer. It's kind of a short song, but it's good the way it is. I'd rather have people begging for more than begging to turn it off and wishing that there were less. So, yeah, I'm stoked on this one. I think it sounds good. Just go ahead and get a vocalist for it. Cool, guys. This is the end of our stream for today. It has been an absolute delight and honor to be on with you guys again. I have been absolutely adoring these little hang sessions with you guys. So thank you for trusting in me and for valuing my opinion and for valuing the opinion of all these wonderful, smart music producers in the chat. You guys, I learned so much from you guys. It's honestly fucking phenomenal. I love hanging out here. Shout out to Boombox for letting us use their service and for hosting this. And also just, yeah, if anybody wants to get more feedback from me, more direct feedback, I do one-on-one classes. I also do mixing and I teach mixing and I have lots of YouTube videos on that shit. If you ever have any ideas for long-form videos that you want to see me make, I know I said at the end of the last session, I'm looking to make more long-term videos or long-form content videos and I haven't made them yet, but that's just because I don't fully know what I want to make it on yet. And because I'm busy. I'm so fucking busy, you guys. I'm launching a course. I'm launching an album. I'm launching a book. There's just a lot happening right now. But I appreciate getting to hang with you guys. So follow me at the Sound Playground. If you're not already, at the Sound Playground. That's my music production shit. And also at Lillian Frances, which is me as a pop star. And we're going to do our next live stream listening on November 5th. So that's in 2 weeks. Go ahead, put it in your calendar. I'll send out an email. If you submitted a song with your email today, you'll get a notice of the next one. And that's, and yeah, Angel, do I accept any genres? You best believe it. Okay, I think those are all the things we're talking about. You guys are awesome. I'll catch you guys at the next stream. And I'll see you. More bangers in the works. Let's go. Fuck yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Ciao.